The aftermath of the bombing of the U.S. Embassy in Kenya on the 7th of August 1998. U.S. Embassy employee Jacinta Wahome, who now lives in Texas, was among the survivors.
If I remember what happened that day, it feels like yesterday, because I saw it all. It is back in my memory. I saw it, I saw everything. It's not easy.
She was injured on her arm, leg, hand, head and eyes, and still suffers hearing loss, breathing problems and lasting psychological trauma.
The office that was next to our office, nobody survived. Nobody. All of them perished. And you know, they were our friends.
224 died and around 5,000 were injured in the simultaneous attacks in Nairobi and the U.S. Embassy in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Eric Sapp, a US-based advocate for the survivors and families, says no one has received compensation.
If they were killed or injured to where they can't work, their families become destitute. We have children of people who were killed in this blast that are now living on the streets because no one stepped up to take care of the families.
In the late 1990s, Al-Qaeda financed these terrorist activities via Sudanese banks, including a bank used by Osama bin Laden. The French bank BNP Paribas admitted to providing US dollar services to major Sudanese banks soon after US sanctions began in 1997.
They caught the bank admitted to it, and the bank turned over $8 billion to the US. That during the court trial, the Department of Justice said that money would go first to support the victims.
The survivors' lawyers say the Department of Justice encouraged them to file detailed claims in advance of the settlement, with a view to dispersing direct compensation once it was finalized. But Eric Sapp says US prosecutors suddenly changed course at the end of April this year when a deal was struck with the French bank's lawyers.
Sadly, somewhere along the way, once the money was turned over, DOJ's gone into a delay posture and said it could take years and years more for any of the compensation to come.
The Department of Justice then set up a new, broader mechanism for compensation, with priority given to claims between 2004 and 2012. Given that the attacks occurred in 1998, Jacinta Wahome is dismayed by this new uncertainty.
I feel bad all the time. I feel frustrated. I don't want to keep on repeating this every day, because I have done this many times.
Survivors are also disappointed that during President Obama's recent Kenya tour, he was unable to make a commitment to them.
I mean, what would have been better for Obama to show up in Kenya and say, you know what, we're doing it. We caught the terrorists that did this, we took their money, and we're providing compensation. Instead, they were rerouting his motorcade to avoid all the protests. So Obama never spoke at the memorial like he was supposed to.
In a statement, the U.S. Department of Justice says it's now moving expeditiously to assess the claims, but adds that numerous legal, practical and policy considerations affect whether and how this money can be fairly and responsibly distributed to victims. Daniel Ryntjes, CCTV, Washington.